Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wheresoever you view me from in any part of the world. I first of all want to appreciate your patience and thank you all for viewing my channel. Anytime I upload a video, I also want to appreciate your name for the support so far. Like the support is so massive, and I appreciate every one of you who are subscribed to my YouTube channel and is always following my videos in order for you to keep watching me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so much grateful. I wouldn't have been able to go this far without your support, but I really appreciate you all. For those of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, I give you a thumbs up. For those of you who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and are watching me for the very first time, I will please encourage you to smash the subscription button down. Don't stop there. Also, go ahead to click on the notification and like button so as to get notified anytime I upload my next video. Trust me, it's going to be very, very interesting. You'll never be bored. And I would like to please encourage you to view my videos from the beginning to the end. Share it with your friends so as to get educated. My name is Daniel Elisha Avakab, your favorite sex educationist. I am a proud African sex educationist. I bring out the raw facts about sex. Trust me, sex is not that bad the way people see it, but it's so unfortunate that in this part of the world we portray it to be a very bad thing and very disgusting topic to talk about rather. But trust me, it is not. It is very interesting. It is good. It was created by God. It is for us, we human beings, to have fun. When is sex bad, it is only done in the wrong way. That is when it is bad. But trust me, sex is not bad. It was created by God for we humans to have fun about it, but only to be done in the right way. And that is exactly what this YouTube channel is all about, teaching you how to go about this topic sex, giving the right education about it, and telling everybody how it is supposed to be done. It is so unfortunate that we shy away from this topic in our religious gatherings, even at homes. The closest social gatherings we have are our homes. Our parents shy away from this topic. Our elderly ones shy away from it, and everybody that is close to us, we shy away this topic. But trust me, this topic has been affecting us for quite a very long time now, and that is the reason why I've taken up this challenge to give you the right and proper sex education that you need. In my previous videos, I've always talked about some things like some stages of a teenager growing up, and some challenges you face and stuff, how to go about it, stuff like that. If you haven't viewed any of my video, please, I would like to scroll down my YouTube channel and search for the videos and view them from the beginning to the end. I've spoken about some topics on how to challenges we face while growing up as a teenager. Today I'm going to be talking about the stages of a teenager. Yeah, you all know growth is a characteristic of living things, and we humans, in fact, we experience it rapidly. When somebody stops growing and stops building his or herself, we classify that person as dead. That means that living creature is dead. I want to believe that everybody watching this channel now is not dead. We are all living, and growth is inevitable for everybody so far as we are humans, and we are higher degree of animals, so as biology told us. I'm not trying to insult anybody though, but that is the way it is. We are animals, but higher degree animals, because the level of our assimilation, the level of our intelligence, and the level of our thinking is way higher than the animals that live in the bush, in colonies, in caves, and on trees and other parts. That is not where I'm going on. So today I'm going to talking about the stages of growth of we human beings, most especially from the young people. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the physical growth. Yeah, the physical growth. And what's the physical growth all about? This is the time whereby we tend to have our physical changes. For the guys, this is a stage whereby you try to experience some certain things, changes in your body. If you're a guy, a boy, you start experiencing deep voice. You start experiencing the enlargement of your penis. You start developing muscles. You start building making different changes in your body. For the ladies, you start growing hair in your pubic areas. You have start growing breast. Your breast will start enlarging. Your vagina will also start getting enlarged, and so on, stuff like that. So these are the things I'm going to be talking about in this video. Trust me, all these things are natural. You start developing feelings for the opposite sex if you are a girl. These are the changes and the physical growth I'm going to be talking about. The teen or adolescent period is a time of rapid physical changes and growth in height. Hairs begin to grow under your armpits and your pubic region. Girls have their first experience, that is menarche, of the monthly cycle, usually called menstruation. After this video, I'm going to make a video on the topic menstruation. I'm going to explain, so many people have several challenges about their menstrual period. Some people be like, my menstrual period is not, regular. It's not falling on 28 or 29 or 30 days. And, some people experience it on the 25 days. So it's several topics about this. I'm going to make a full video about menstrual period, how to calculate your safe period, how to calculate your fertile period, and how to go about calculation of all these things. I'm going to give it to you vividly the way it is supposed to be. So whether or not your menstruation falls irregularly as it is ought to be, and as it is taught in biology, trust me, you are going to have a safe calculation of your period, and it will always fall on the right place. Watch out for that video. I will encourage you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel so as not to miss that opportunity. Yes. So boys develop muscles, become stronger, have deepened voices, larger, mature sexual organs, as I've discussed before. The girls have their breasts develop. These changes make the teenager more sexually aware. Yes, once you are experiencing these changes as a teenager, you become more sexually aware, and that is the reason why you have to be conscious at this point, because God will help us all. So there is interest in infatuation for the opposite sex. Hence, teenagers fall in and out of love often at this point. Heartbreaks. We in this part of the world, we target break fast. It is mostly experienced at this stage whereby we are developing and we are growing gradually. We try to experience all these things, like you fall in love with somebody, it is lost, actually not love. We fall in love with somebody, discover that you see somebody for the very first time and you be like love at first sight. That's what some people say. I fall in love with him or her at first sight. And these things are not deep love the way they are just manifestations of our growth. We are growing, that is, we are becoming sexually aware of the environment, which at this point I will encourage every young person watching this video to please be patient. And if you're a parent watching or anyone watching me now, I'll please encourage you to get close to anybody under you that is at this period now, because they really need the help of we the elderly ones that are ever ready to support them. So let me move further. Many members of both sexes usually have problems with spots, pimples, and aches at this time, because your physical appearance means much more to you. So many try to compensate for the feelings of insecurity or lack of self-esteem with a show of bravado, aggression, or comic naughtiness, playing the clown. I think that is self-explanatory. I don't need to say more about that. So I'm going to move to the second stage of this growth, which is intellectual growth. After the physical growth, what comes next? It is in the intellectual growth. This is the stage whereby you become more conscious about your intelligence. Yes, you start seeing your equals like, this person is not the type I will always be working on. This person is not my it's not my type any longer. You start seeing yourself more mature than the colleagues you were growing up with. So sorry about that interruption. Yeah, so here you begin to fully develop the ability to think in abstract terms and to tackle philosophical postures or questions. While growing up, there are some things that were taught. This is the stage whereby this intellectual growth, you start questioning some of the things. What came about that stage too, most especially in my religion, in my religious religious gatherings, there were some things that I was taught while growing up. I had questions to ask, why is this so? Why is this so? Instead of you always answering yes sir, at its where when you were growing up. This is a stage whereby your intelligence will start telling you that the way people are portraying these things to you, the way they are telling you these things to do, it is not right compared to the way you understand. So you start asking questions. Why is this so? Why is this so? Several parents or everyone who don't understand the young people at this point, they will tend to maybe portray them as being stubborn, which is not so. No, it's as a result of their intellectuality development that they are trying to see some things in alternative way than the way you always see it or you portray it to them to be initially. And, we are usually very right at this point because we students we have this ability to be given the opportunity to ask questions, make us understand how things are instead of enforcing it on us to do it without making us understand it. May we understand all this thing. In fact, fear of failure is often one great cause of failure in the adolescence. Yeah. Also, because you are in search of answers, your family, school system, church, TV, radios, or peer group influences, social media, these things influences your thinking because you are in search of answers. You have a lot of ask questions in your mind at this point. Why is this so? Why is this thing done this way? Why was I born this way? Why was I born in the family of a poor parents? Why are my parents poor? Why am I an African? Why am I a European? Why am I born? Why was I born in the United States? We have several questions, and due to we searching for answers of this question, we try exploring social media, our peer groups. We have several influences things that influence us. Most especially in our generation now is the social media. We tend to ask or seek answers for everything. Every question we have on social media. So these are some of the challenges we face during this intellectual. So it is therefore important that you mind what you watch, read, or listen to at this moment. It is a very critical stage. Your intellectual growth is a very critical stage. You need to mind what you watch, what you read, what you listen to. Very, very important because these things have a way of affecting our minds. So the next stage is going to be social development. Yeah, that is what I'm going to talk about. Social development. We live in a society with other people around us, and sometimes we experience the pressure to confront them. The pressure is much stronger in the teenage years than at any other time in our lives. The reason is that in the teenage age, we try to behave or act like the others in dressing, in habit, in speech, in whatsoever is in our vogue. To be different, then can be mean unpopularity or even make us ashamed of ourselves. This is the cause of teenage conformity or compromise, but you must learn to be yourself and firm in uprightness. Yes, social development, one of the stages that affects we young people a lot. And there is something we don't understand at this stage, and it is because we're failed to get the right education. We have different temperaments. Some people are extroverts, some people are introverts. Let me give you this little story of mine. While growing up, I have a younger brother. We're just two boys in a family of 7. Yes, the last two, I'm the sixth born, and my brother is the seventh. We are two different beings at all. Our temperament is different. I am an introvert. He is an extrovert. So on several occasions, I recall my dad always making mention of, in an aggressive way, always cautioning me or scolding me of always being quiet. But that was my pen. That is not was. That is even up till now. That is my temperament. I tend to be this type of gentle somebody that at a point I reserve to myself. I don't just talk anyhow. I talk when it is necessary. So a lot of people feel annoyed with that because no matter how you annoy me, if I don't want to talk, I'll just keep quiet and walk away. I like keeping intellectual friends that will help me think that will help me come up with new innovations. That is just me. But my brother will always be talking and asking questions. He will be here and there. Once he comes into a room, everybody will notice it. But me, I'm this type of gentle person that even if I'm staying with, maybe if I should go to a place for almost a month, you might not be able to notice me if you don't pay attention. So that's just me. So let's understand the fact that we have different temperaments, we have different people. I am an introvert. We have introvert, we have extroverts, we have introverted extroverts, and we have extroverted introverts. So you need to understand your choice and stay where you belong. And for the fact that your son or your daughter is always quiet doesn't make he or she a dumb. You need to understand the type of person he or she is and work with him or her with the right one. This comes with even scolding your child, like giving your child the right training or the right correction. The type of correction or the type of scolding you use for an introverted child is quite different from the type of scolding you use from an extroverted child. If you use the same, you know that no, it wouldn't work for the two of them. You have to learn how to use the two types of scolding or correction for the two different children. I'm going to make a video on that too soon. And that is the reason why I encourage you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel so as to get notified anytime I'll upload that video. So the last stage is the spiritual / moral stage. Yes, as teenagers who was created in God's image, you can enjoy a relationship with God. This relationship makes you different from the animals and other creatures on earth. Yes, God created us. We are higher animals. We have a higher level of assimilating things. We have a higher level of taking things independently on our own without waiting for other species of animals to come and help us. Just as maybe other animals, domesticated animals, will be waiting for we humans to come and feed them sometimes. No, we take care of ourselves because we have higher level of reasoning, higher level of thinking. We humans are created in God's image. So we have the ability to play gods, to be creative, to be innovative, and to come up with different ideas that will change the world. We have that ability. So there's this last stage, that is the stage. And you need to understand that you also can be innovative, you can be creative, like you can come up with new things, new inventions, just as the people you read in school about Einstein, Thomas Edison, Rutherford, all these guys did. You can also be part of them because you were created in the image of God and you have the ability to also play gods. Yes. So this relationship makes you different from other animals and other creatures on earth. We learn very early in life about God, the creator, and we all have to relate with. Our knowledge of God and our duty to him constitutes our spiritual development. How you know about God, how you were taught, the religion you belong to, either Christian or Muslim or traditionalist or Judaism or Hinduism or whatsoever religion you belong to. These are the religions that we were given birth to in, we grew up in, we have teachers in, we believe in them. So these are the things that make up your spiritual / moral development. And that is the reason why we encourage the elderly ones watching me right now. If you are not strong in your religious belief, you need to, because our society now needs a lot and so many moral children. Several things happening now, ritual killings, young children killing one another for money, internet fraud, armed robbery, and several things happening. If our homes are good, if we have people who will train us well in our homes and will grow us up morally right, these criminal acts will reduce. And that is the reason why I'm challenging you, and one of the reasons why I've established this YouTube channel, that you should please do what is right. Catch them young. Never allow a child to escape at this stage without you teaching him or her about God. So our moral development is the ability to consider the immediate and long-term consequences of our actions as they affect others. The challenge we face in our spiritual and moral development is the need to make friends with people who share the same values with us, and to have the courage to stand out different from wrong influences. I think that is self-explanatory. I don't need to say much about that. But please, as I round off this video, I would like to please encourage you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscription button, click on the like, and whatsoever thing you notice in this video that I said I was wrong, or you have an alternative reasoning about it, or you have an alternative option about it, you can just place it down in the notification button, so I'll go through all the notifications. And trust me, my next video is going to be on menstruation, just as I told you before, how to handle menstruation, how to go about it with vivid explanation. Encourage others to also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on the notification button, share this video, give it the thumbs up, and above all, I would like you to please write a comment down below this video. Your comment goes a long way, trust me. It is your comment that will make me and will give me the courage to please. Don't hesitate to do that. Thank you all. God bless you. I remain by name Daniel Elisha Avakab, your favorite sex educationalist. God bless you all. Bye.